Hello, everyone.
Good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hi, Susan. Yeah, I saw lots of your homework, not homework, extra greeting cards. Great. Yes. For the did you all see the Emily's greeting cards for the tree?
Yes.
Oh,
I did. They're beautiful.
Couple of you you didn't in the classroom. Harry, can you help me to post the our list card, the tree, the Christmas tree?
Yeah, the tree was great. And Kathy did the pine cone. That was so fun.
Yes, and the Kathy last time the pine the pine tree, and Susan's the pine cones are really, you know, new. I mean, we talk about the very good. It could be the Chinese, the bull, the ox. Very more that yeah more plum blossom. I didn't see. And anyway, this the cat. I mean the Emily's card. And first, to me, first is calligraphy. I don't know if you didn't realize that, or Emily. I don't know. Did you Okay, what's this character we learned? Unmute yourself. What's that?
Person,
people. Person, people.
People.
People, person, right? People, person. Did I say like?
Oops.
Did I write that before?
What?
Did I write that? That's the one of the character. Probably I didn't, because we didn't learn how to write that. But from I mean how to compose, not everything, huh? Some Chinese
Victoria, we can't see
Yes.
you. We can't see you. We can't see you. Yeah.
What about now?
No, I think people need to be muted.
I can see you.
Okay. Okay, mute yourself.
I can see you now.
Okay. Oh. Okay. Can you hear me and see my desk right now? Yes.
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 Okay. Yeah. Sorry. Need to do switch some things. Okay. Those like 3-person people together is the other character. Guess what's the meaning for that? Guess. Just a guess. What's that?
Lots of people, a crowd.
A crowd, maybe?
Exactly, crowd. Or like a mast. Unmute yourself. Yeah. So by guessing, you will know that. And I think Emily's tree. See this shape. See this shape. And first, I saw when I saw Emily's tree. She did some, at first like a calligraphy stroke, right? Like the slant to the left, and the press to the right, and something, not very even, and some things, and the build like that. You know, the first is, oh, it's so interesting. It's calligraphy and everything, and even the bottom of the like the big chunk, some things like, and she did it like the very short and the very calligraphy writing like the dot or like the vertical stroke or some things. Very, very interesting. I like it and very impressive. Funny thing, interesting thing is looks from the stroke and in the whole shape is tree shape, but like the Chinese characters. Definitely calligraphy looking, and also the style of the match the Chinese calligraphy, like the simplicity and also kind of abstract the stroke, and very expressive, very, very good. And the characters for each card, wonderful, just wonderful. Yeah. Anyway, talking about the characters and some Chinese characters, put together, you can we have a phrase says if you are educated, you recognize the characters by learning half. So if you know half or you know part of them, you will, by guessing, you are learning. See, by guessing, the meaning of that. It shouldn't be anything else, right? It should be this kind of things, crowd or some things. Very interesting. And we have I always say lots of things. We have I think we learned these things for bamboo, right? It's exactly like the things of the bamboo. Anyway, okay, let's start today's class for the characters. Very easy, right? For today's the characters, and easy to write, easy to remember. But this is the time to learn the ox, the bull, because the lunar year, the coming year should be ox year. Precisely is the lunar year, but like 1 month later, end of the January or early September every year, a little bit according to the calendar, Western calendar. And but nowadays people just celebrate, the whole time started the new year. So we learn. Okay, first let's learn the big, large. The character, very easy. See the people we learned already, right? And the only the horizontal. So do the horizontal first, standard style first. Horizontal, and then slant to the left, and then big press to the right. That's about it. See, I explained like when we do like the characters for people, I said like the cannot really see, but you will understand, like 2 steps, step out, like that, standing there, that's people, slant, and the press. And this you can think about the people like the open the arms, and stand there. Enlarge. This is enlarge, right? This is big. This is big. Okay, very easy, huh? And this character, you can see the structure. the horizontal, upper part a little bit shorter, and the lower part a little bit longer, because standard size you want to see, as we explained, like a long leg, a little bit, more beautiful, right? More beautiful. And this is the arm part thinking of, so a little bit towards upper. And the walking is just going, a little bit faster, especially by the changing of the press become the dot. That will go faster, right? When you go horizontal, a little bit up, not very straight, a little bit up. So this, after this press, a little bit connect actually shows this, and then become, like that. That's it. For faster writing, right? Walking there. And then let's see the cursive style, also called the running style. See, just do the even faster, you can see the speed for the dot part, right? The last stroke. And a little bit of backstroke shows, but not repeat. Ready, in the air, back in the air, and ready for the next stroke for the coming character, something like that. And by itself also show this backstroke, not that much different. So just do the dot and, back in the air. Something like that. I said this because it's just lifted by lifting in the air, naturally do that, because we talk about the logic of this. So do not press or draw this hook on purposely. That turn out different looking. Okay, I think very easy. That's how much for the big, large. You remember it, and how to write it is very easy as well. Okay, become this. We talked about the official script. This is actually from the Han Dynasty. It's much earlier than the standard style. The difference is this official script. I think is like the Han Dynasty is around, is before, it's 200, 100, 200 before BC, 200, 100 more BC, and then to 100 after. And the Tang Dynasty, like 600, become, people start to use this standard style. And then walking style to do faster of the standard style, and even running to do this standard style. Standard style, okay, talking about the paper. After have paper, people start to, I think the connection is like that. Use the standard style, and before is the standard style, use the official script. Is mostly on the like wood, stone, and also I don't the name call it, the bamboo, like blinds, and roll it, the bamboo book, bamboo slip things, and you write on that, that kind of styles from the Han Dynasty, and use this official script. So not that, I'm a little bit harder, to write on the bamboo or wood, right? Use brush, use brush to write it, and also use kind of the, the iron thing, burn the trace on that. So it's slower, more, you can call it a more stiff, but very need to be very very fluent and very skillful after training that. Nowadays, of course, no people use this as the writing tools, but shows very artistic calligraphy. And also for the one character, or on the post, this kind of the style looks very. What about look at the handout, the large, the big, very say dignified, right? Looks very dignified and very imposing, because not on paper, on bamboo, on wood, on stone, on rock, on stone surface things, and also on silk, on the fabric, on the silk. So you write it slower, right? On this kind of not paper. Okay. Some skills we will learn later. Today, I just introduced a little bit because it's very good style for one character writing, because it looks very, stable and dignified, imposing, very, very good, very suitable for one character writing as the image thing. Some things very interesting. Yeah, look at me. Look my desk. Very typical things for like the horizontal. Same thing. Conceal the starting the tip. See, conceal means back a little bit, right? I want to do, horizontal need to be to the right? So I conceal it to the left a little bit, and then to the right? But no big head there. And then back a little bit, but not show big, like a dog bone thing, not very showing that. With slower, slower to do things because it's not on paper, not that smooth. Not that easy. So do slower, and the principle is still conceal the tip, also back the at the end, but do not show too bulbous thing, big looking thing, like the standard style. Also very typical horizontal. We just learned a very typical thing. One, there is a phrase to say that very not shows in our this sample of the big one, but I will let you know that. Okay, so conceal the first, the beginning part, and then pause, and then do not show big the top there, and kind of walk to the end, and press, and leave like the press on the right, we learn the stroke, and lift a little bit upwards, something like that. Mm-hmm. Also a little bit wave. A little bit wave. But this lift do not go very weak, to the very weak, go that, not correct. just lift a little bit, lift a little bit. Yeah, that's the typical stroke, typical stroke. Definitely we'll learn more later. I just introduce a little bit. Because this looks, see, very, very I mean, dignified, right? For the things, for one character looking thing. Okay, so this the stroke, the very there is a phrase to say that, to remember the that says you know the Chinese to making silk use the silk, you know, the silkworm. When we were children, we also we all have that as our pet, the silkworm. Okay, silkworm head. How do you spell head?
H-E-A-D.
Okay, thank you. Okay, silkworm head. Silkworm head, you know, for this stroke, silkworm head, which means very concealed, not the sharp, right? Very concealed, the brush tip, the trace, the stroke concealed, and not, you know, not very big, almost the same length, you know, a little bit, and then a little bit of wave, kind of, you know, the lift a little bit wave, and the press lift. Okay, silkworm head, and some people call swallow tail. Swallow tail, you know, the bird's swallow tail. And now actually some people say this is not correct. Some people say it's the wild goose. Wild goose tail, because you do not want get the swallow. I don't know how familiar you with the swallow, the image. Swallow tail is very, you know, long, sharp things. This stroke is kind of short and a little bit of, you know, wavy things. It's more like the goose, duck, and you know, the feather, the things, you know, the tail things, more like that. But in Chinese, the swallow, I mean the swallow, the pronounce of the swallow and the pronounce of the we have same pronounce for the goose, the wild goose, and the swallow. So some people, you know, it can be. It's still, I mean, the two people use, I mean, two kind of people, two definitions for that. But most people say, calligraphy say should be the key, I mean, the goose tail. Because anyway, you remember, do not want to do the too weak, too long things. No, not that kind of. So it's just a, you know, slowly lift. Okay, let's do the try to do the style of the official, the Li Shu official script for that. Okay, conceal but not big head. So, and then go, you know, a little bit wave, and then press very hard, and then lift. This is the horizontal, typical horizontal for this style. Did you see I go very slow? That's the normal speed. And then horizontal, I mean, we will learn gradually. The slant, same thing, conceal but not big head, go slow. Okay, conceal and then go. Gradually press. And then you know, do not lift. I want to show you. Do not lift and go back a little bit to make this stronger, I mean the thicker end. You know, the end part even bigger than the starting part. You know, the starting part do not want to show the too big head there. Conceal and then go. Okay. And the press, same thing. Conceal and then go. And press and then lift. Okay, when I do the slant for the left, right? When I do that, some people do the end. I went the back stroke, kind of the makeup, right? But do not repeat all the way. You know, to make this stronger backstroke, you can make this rounded shaped or a little bit like a sample, more square shaped. You know, by pressing to make that. That's we call the script, official script. Actually, when I trained, when I was little, was standard style like that. This style will be a little bit, I mean the whole shape, a little bit flatten. And you flatten the shape a little bit. Not that like the standard or the walking we learned already, we practice a lot. We call square shape. Actually, most of them, did you notice, rectangular, right? A little bit long rectangular shaped. This more squared, even more flat looking. I did this a little bit too long because I got used to the longer shape of the like long leg thing. This I don't know, Chinese, because we no paper yet. The Chinese character we talked about from top to the bottom, right? From top to the bottom. So they write it very flat. I mean, I don't know, to save space or save material or what. Just help you to remember. Yeah, this is more squarish and more even some flat looking. So I will do it again. Press, conceal, and then do not make the big cat, just go a little bit in a wave, kind of a wave while you go, and a little bit. Okay, down, press, slow, don't go too far. The way to do it is kind of like the, we learned the stroke, like the press in the standard style. We do that from the, I mean, to the right and bottom, right? So do that is horizontal way to do that. Okay, and then the slant, this time I'll try to remember. Okay, small head, almost no head, and then go not too long. I mean, not too long to the bottom. And backstroke to make the stronger looking. Conceal the tip, but not too big, and gradually big, and then lift to end it up. Yeah, that's about the this style. Okay, more practice later. Some simple characters, and we started to learn. So I decided this one. I started to introduce here. Okay, and later for some useful for one character image, we will practice more. Okay, let's move to the ox. Okay, look at the standard first. Okay, easy, right? Left to the right and top to the bottom. Okay, slant and two horizontal, the bottom one longer, and then vertical dominate. This horizontal one too long. Okay. Actually, look at the sample again. The bottom of horizontal one actually not exactly stay the the vertical not stay as divided in the center exactly, right? Actually, you see a little bit left longer, looks more balanced. That's why when I write, I said, whoops, my right one a little bit too long.
Victoria?
Yes.
If you were, say, to make a New Year's card with Year of the Ox, would you have to put Year of or just the Ox? Like, would typically in China, would you see Year of, some symbol for that, or just the Ox?
You can do both, but standard the answer you put both of them.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's about the so this one had more balance. I think the vertical need to be stronger, right? Otherwise looks very even. We talked about when vertical there, normally that was the standing part. So like the dominant, the whole characters. The calligraphy, especially like the standard style, walking styles, we want one stroke to dominate the whole thing with the like wholeness looking. Okay, that's about it. Okay, walking style, just to put the first two strokes connect, even become like a one, right? So you don't have to exactly, I tell you the the reason to do that and the logical in between among them. So you do not have to mimic exactly the things. You just do, and fast. Just put two strokes together. That's it. So easy. And this one, the running style, cursive style, that's common rule. The order, brush strokes for the faster writing, right? The order are changed. That's common, right? So the last horizontal one after the vertical one. So do the vertical one and then back to do the second horizontal one as ending. And a little bit of backstroke shows. Even doesn't have to be, but shows beauty at the end. Okay, so those same thing, and the back to do the too tall, too skinny, my ox. Want to do the fatter one. Or, you can press more here. So this is the ox for the running style. And look at the official script of that. This is ox. Can you still tell this is ox or believe this is ox? Yeah, yes. Why not? But just remember, write it more slow, and thinking of still with power, with a lot of power. Because it's not on paper, right? Not on paper, so more not an easy texture thing. Even very slippery bamboo or the wood, you need to use the iron things to burn to make the characters on that, writing on that, or some things like even on the fabric. Emily, did you writing or painting on the fabric? You felt very, much slower than on the paper, right?
Well, actually, I wrote you a reply. That is a paper.
Oh, that's a paper.
It's a paper that looks like fabric.
Oh, yeah. Okay. But with some texture on that.
Yeah.
And then, traditionally, we send the package. When I was child, when I was in primary school, still do that, to wrap the package and send it to the post office. We use some like the fabric to wrap it, and use brush to write on that, and you will feel very slow, very hard, and also Chinese, how to say, use the power to put on the brush when you do the calligraphy. They say one saying, like the power need to go through the paper. So the back of the paper, you need to see the trace, some things to see, absorbing the paper, of course. And also says like a carving in the wood. Also we say to use the drill to write on the sand. Sand writing, sand painting. So use that kind of the power. You know what? I'm thinking next year, January, we will do some things, do the sand writing practicing in my class. I will bring some things like in the flat container or some flat like the baking pan, something like that, and you put the either rice or corn grits or salt there, and we use like some use the bone pan, or even like a sharp tip chopsticks to do that. Yeah, bring that to I will ask you to prepare that and bring it to the class. We do that, and that's the very good practicing. You will understand why Chinese people always tell people how to do the calligraphy, not different from the ballpoint pen. How to do that? What kind of the power to use that? Oh, use the power of drilling writing on the sand. That kind of. We will do it. We will do that. I will ask you to bring that things to the class to do that, and you will feel different to use the brush. You will understand that. Anyway, too far. Back to our today's try to this script style of the ox. Okay, just a very put power to do slow to do this small things, and then leave a little bit to do the horizontal things, and then do this kind of things a little bit. Not on paper, remember, on the fabric, on some wood surface, a stone surface, and the horizontal one we learned, conceal but not big head, and then go a little bit wave thing, and press and lift up a little bit. And remember the whole shape, not too long. Instead, even the flat than the square. Okay, conceal and then go. Same thing, same way to do the vertical. That's long enough. And then either slowly lift or back a little bit. This kind of this style. We try to do the two ends a little bit different, okay? The right one a little bit stronger, longer, and the actually horizontal one a little bit up, not very stiffly horizontal. Yeah, you can back a little bit to make this stronger. Something like that. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. Does it looks very strong and dignified? Even some one character image looking. I prefer to do this kind of the style. Like some characters like the family. Like the something. One character do this very beautiful, and. So we will practice lots of rules there, and need lots of practice we will do later. And today, I think I will do the things like you do the New Year's card. We do things around the Chinese New Year. Of course, I can celebrate the New Year. I said for the whole period of this time on this paper, right? On this paper, and to do some Happy New Year characters. By the way, this is the character for the ox, right? Still remember the character for ear. When we do the ear, I said it's very interesting because the writing is kind of the see, this is the, I put this here. This is the ox, right? And remember this one of the style. And this is the, right? Does it looks a little bit like the, you know, the flip things? And happy to the coming year should be the ox ear. Very interesting. So, you know what I'm going to do? Did I said on the email I'm going to use 2 brushes? 2 brushes? Okay, Henry reminded me to. To put the the ox here. Two brushes. Oh, my hair? One, two, three, go. Ox, ear, and What's this character? Big, large, big, large. What's this character? Ox. We just learned, right? The script style of the ox. So ox, ear, large, big, ox. Okay, which means so I think I think this is the look like the head shape, kind of the head shape of the the ox, the bull thing. Also, we have the meaning when you put it in the Google, try when you put this ox there, the ox there, it shows single character ox. But if I put the 很牛 it shows very good. It shows very good. In Chinese, we say some people, if you did something very good or wish you very good, you can see the very good. The sound, the pronounce is like the new. It's like a new. But we have second tone. We have different tones, right? In the Chinese character, it's like the up, like you say, it's up. So we say 牛. So when you say people, you can say, oh, good, or you can say, always say like the 牛, put your thumb up. Yeah, you say 牛. You are very 牛 to that. Yeah. When I see somebody's really good work, and so I say I saw Emily's card. I said, "Oh, what's this? Amazing!" I say, "New, very very new." Yeah, new, yeah. And when same thing, I saw the last time Susan Remus, the pine cone. Oh, you did this. Wow, this is a pine cone, but with some kind of a calligraphy stroke. Oh my God, even better than good. Because in China, I don't know, in Chinese tradition, the 牛 is very powerful. The ox is very, the bull is very powerful. Use this agricultural country, use this, we say like the five people's of power, work in the field, to help agricultural work, and also work in the mill, in the mill, to pull the things. So people's help, people's power cannot reach, and the bull, the ox can do that, like the 5 people. So when you find some people did some things like the above the abnormal thing, or better than you expected, you always say, oh, no, very very no. You say that, and same things when I saw our artwork. I saw Charles the bamboo first when he showed me. I said, oh, what's that? So I can tell very easily it's from the long time working. And of course later I know he practiced like the more than 40 years. So I saw the artwork, and I heard the story of the whole like that many years. I said, no, big no, big no, and very no, very no. Also, like Kathy's work on the tree. The Christmas tree, the stroke. She said, "Oh, I'm using, I at least got inspired of the me dots. I'm using the me dots for the Christmas tree." I said, looks very good. Hey, Kathy, you are very new with new people. So I put also can be the big wish, big wish. Wish you better and better. Wish you wish next the coming ox year very, very good. Because we know this year we put a big wish for the coming the ox year. Wish you next year big new, very new, like that. That's why I kind of designed this things image to do that. Actually, every year we were invited to a few places. To do the show and do some image things or some single characters things on this kind of the paper to do things. So it's for fun and use the this happened to this year. The ox year, the characters a little bit like the flip, to do that. And why I'm using my left hand, I'm the same time to do. I really when not just for show. When I photo after that, I always tell the people in the audience, I said, I want you to know the calligraphy or the painting is not just brush, not just my hand. I never trained my left hand. I'm right hand. I never trained it. So something in mind. You know it in your mind, you know how to write it, and you know the roles for the right hand you trained, you played. And in your mind, you can command things. I also use my foot to write. It's okay, yeah. I can use my left hand to do that. I never trained. So yeah, once I doing that, and after that, I always say the calligraphy and the painting things. It's not just brush work or just hand. We say. I think very beginning, I said like the 6 steps, right? 6 steps. We say 心意气手笔疾. That's translated to English. Heart and ideal, heart and idea or meaning. Heart, first step from the heart, and then idea, and then become the energy of the painting, qi, the third is qi, and then hand, and then brush, and the very last is the work. You can see the results on the paper. So before the hand, heart, mind, qi, so 3 steps already, right? The hand will be the 4th steps. So right hand can do, your left hand can do either. Of course, a little bit challenging things. So a little bit different. When you do this part is a flip thing. you stay your active mind in the center, like you do the things, in the center, and you consider something in the center, and you do two things like the gymnastic things, do that, and this part you think about one thing, because in the same direction. You need to be a little bit changed. I can do also like the long shaped, we put on the two sides of the door for the Chinese to celebrate for the New Year, and to do things. I can do the two hands writing at the same time as well. We'll do it later around the Chinese New Year. I'm just, when you do that, not just for the time saving, I want to show people for the calligraphy writing, something beyond or even before, even before the hand. I don't know how to I don't know how to say that. Yeah, it's just more than just a hand, Some things in your mind and your chi things like that. Anyway, we will do the next two class in January, and we will have the 2 weeks of the rest of our winter vacation. And hope you Happy New Year and happy holidays, and forget me for 2 weeks and back in the January. In this class, you do not have to sign up or register because we have the 2 class there. And I know I got 3 new students previously sign up for the January 19th, I guess, already. But you just remember back. I will remind you by Saturday night, give you the email for the handout. Though we'll learn some thing more. And happy holidays. And
You too.
New
Holidays.
Happy holidays.
Happy
Thank-
holidays.
Thank you.
holidays.
Stay
Happy
safe.
holidays. Stay safe.
Bye,
safe.
everybody.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.